Good morning, everybody. It's just before lunch. Have been up for quite a while. We did our Walmart run, went to Planet Fitness, got showers, went to the laundry, did some laundry, and as you can see, we have plenty of it drying in the van. These are the things that you can't dry all the way. Have some shirts on a curtain rod. We have every fan running, blowing air around to help speed up the process. Kim is inside a library working on videos, and I will take you in to see her at work. This is the next to the last day of the balloon festival for this year, and it was canceled because of weather. And it looks like tomorrow will be the same. So I think we lucked out being there on Thursday and Friday. We got to see pretty much everything that goes on. And today we're at the library, as I said, and we'll take a sneak peek of Kim working. We took care of our pea jugs and our gray water tank. Lemonade. And so we're pretty much done for the day. We're going to a harvest host for tonight. We are sort of in the middle of nowhere. What is it called? The Cactus Brewing Company? Right here. This is one of the more interesting
straight ahead parking.
We're going to run inside and see where we should park and then have a beer while Kim works on some videos. Okay, this harvest host is just crazy. Just a really neat little place. I think, do they have live music every day that they're open? So there's a band playing now. I just moved the van to get to a more level spot. And so we'll give you a little tour of the harvest host. They have chickens under their solar system. What do you have to say?
Hold my hand, my heart is on.
Good morning, folks. This is probably our last day in Albuquerque. Gray and I have divided tasks. She is at Panera working on videos because we're probably going to be without internet for a few days. For where we're going. So she's going to try and crank out 2 videos. We'll get them uploaded before we leave Albuquerque. And I am at Walmart to do some final shopping before we leave town. Not much of an exciting day going on. We'll get back in touch with you if anything of interest happens. Well, guys, we are still in Albuquerque. We were checking out the weather, and where we want to drive to is probably going to be rainy all day tomorrow. So we don't want to get there and just have to sit inside the van. So we're going to stay around Albuquerque. We can at least go to Panera and work if need be. There's also a museum of nuclear science or something that we will go to probably tomorrow. But sort of a productive day. Gray got through almost 3 videos, which is a lot of work, probably 4 or 5 hours of work. And those are uploaded. We got to do some final touches on them. But other than that, that's going to complete this day. We're back at the Sandia Resort and Casino for a free stay. It's nice and quiet. So we'll talk to you in the morning.
Well, and also, we're going to stay, not BLM land, but where are we going to stay?
Well, it's uncertain because there's 2 places we want to visit where we're going. One has a campground associated with it. One has some dispersed camping. So we want the weather to sort of be nice when we get over there, because we want to be able to be outside of the van and do some cooking outside, as opposed to having to cook inside all the time when you're in this, urban environment.
Yep. So,
Look at all.
like I said, that's it for the day, right?
See you in the morning. Good morning, folks. It is our official last day in Albuquerque. As you can see, it's overcast. The rain is going to be coming in a few hours. So before we leave, we're going to visit the National Museum of the Nuclear Science and History. And then we're going to drive to, I think it's Grant, New Mexico, to spend the night before going on to the ice caves and Sandstone Bluffs. So that's our plan for the next 2 or 3 days. So
we're
come
gonna
along.
get in here before it rains. And we're going to check out the outside things first also, because it's going to rain. So, did we get in for free?
We got in for free. So that was a membership we just bought back home at the North Carolina Museum of Science and History, I think. It was $65 for 2 of us. And it gets us to 300 some museums across the country. And there's several out here that we will probably visit because of this. And that's a mock-up of the Trinity site.
The National Museum of Nuclear Science and History, located in Albuquerque, is the United States' only congressionally chartered museum dedicated to preserving and presenting the story of the atomic age. Established in 1969, the museum explores the development of nuclear science from its early theoretical foundations to applications in energy, medicine, and national defense. Through a wide range of exhibits, artifacts, and educational programs, visitors can learn about key moments such as the Manhattan Project, the Cold War, and the evolution of nuclear technology in both military and civilian contexts. Beyond its historical focus, the museum emphasizes the continuing role of nuclear science in today's world. Interactive exhibits, outdoor displays, including aircraft, missiles, and nuclear weapons, help illustrate the complex relationship between science innovation and global security.
For firing atomic shells.
The museum also promotes STEM education through hands-on experiences, making it a destination for students, families, and research alike.
And look, a subsurfaced in New Mexico.
Visitors can explore an impressive outdoor exhibit known as Heritage Park, which features a collection of historic military aircraft connected to America's nuclear legacy. Among these are the massive B-52B Superfortress, a long-range bomber capable of carrying nuclear weapons during the Cold War, and the B-29 Superfortress, similar to planes that dropped atomic bombs during World War II. H.G. Wells played a foundational role in shaping how space exploration and extraterrestrial life are portrayed in films. His visionary science fiction stories, The War of the Worlds, introduced bold ideas about alien civilizations, interplanetary travel, and humanity's place in the universe. These themes inspired generations of filmmakers and helped establish the foundations of space movie genre. It's just...
Strike them head on. Or they're ready to play. Spreading everywhere. Coming this way out. About 20 yards to my left.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to circumstances beyond our control, we are unable to continue the broadcast from Groversville. Evidently, there's some difficulty with our field transmission.
The Trinity site, located in a remote desert of southern New Mexico within the White Sands Missile Range, is the location where the world's first atomic bomb was detonated on July 16, 1945. This historic test, part of the top-secret Manhattan Project, marked the beginning of the nuclear age. The explosion, known as Trinity, produced an immense fireball and shockwave, vaporizing the steel tower it was mounted on and turning the surrounding sand into a greenish, glass-like substance. The successful test confirmed the feasibility of nuclear weapons, directly leading to the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki just weeks later. Today, the Trinity site is a National Historic Landmark open to the public only twice a year, allowing visitors to reflect on the scientific achievement and profound global consequences that began there. Broken arrows is a term used by the U.S. military to describe accidents involving nuclear weapons that do not create the risk of starting a nuclear war. These can include the loss, accidental detonation, or unintended release of nuclear weapons or components, whether during transport, handling, or military operation. Since the dawn of the nuclear age, several broken arrow events have occurred, such as the 1961 crash of a B-2 bomber near Goldsboro, North Carolina, where 2 hydrogen bombs were accidentally dropped. You're going to go into your Einstein lab.
What did you think you did? This was? It's a cheetah. How about a supersonic jet? One guess is from low. The fastest thing in the universe is ta-da, lights.
Throughout history, 3 major nuclear power plant accidents have profoundly shaped global attitudes towards nuclear energy. 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl, and Fukushima. In 1979, the 3 Mile Island plant in Pennsylvania suffered a partial meltdown due to mechanical and human errors, releasing small amounts of radiation and raising public concern. Decades later, in 2011, Japan's Fukushima plant was severely damaged by a massive earthquake and tsunami, leading to multiple reactor meltdowns and radiation leaks. I'll try to put that together.
So,
The Chernobyl disaster in 1986 in the present-day Ukraine was far more catastrophic. A reactor explosion and fire released massive radioactive contamination across Europe, causing deaths, long-term health effects, and the creation of a vast exclusion zone. Fiesta plates, or Fiesta ware, are brightly colored ceramic dishes, first introduced in 1936. Known for their vibrant glazes and Art Deco design, they became a popular American staple. Some early colors, like the original orange-red, contain uranium oxide, making the plates slightly radioactive, a fact that gives them historical significance today.
well, at least the sun came out. Wish it was out when we were looking at the aircraft and the missiles and such. It's still windy, still a little cold. We're probably going to go to Panera to do some thumbnail prep and then head out to Grants, New Mexico and chill there for the rest of the day.
Hopefully beat the rain as well.
Just a beautiful view of those mountains. This stretch of highway is 75 miles per hour. I'm going 66, 67, and it's all I can do to keep it on the road. The crosswinds are amazing.
Gusty wind.
The rain is finally hit. It's a little light right now. Van is shaking. Gray is working on videos. I am cooking dinner. We're having Brussels sprouts and steak tips that we got from Walmart, and we're going to add some carrots and onions to them. And then later on, we're going to clear out of Walmart and go to a Harvest Host for the night.
All right, here's the interesting place where we're staying tonight, a Harvest Host called Junkyard on 66 Brewery. And it is a junkyard. Oh, jeez.
Off on the side for
Steve would have some good.
Right now, because otherwise